Hello everyone and welcome back to my Let's Play of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. And last time we were assigned as the arbiters for Sunri, so now we are going to investigate the case. Have I already been here? But it's really strange. I really have this feeling that
Jolie, may I have a moment?
I've barely
There's something I wish to
started
speak to you about.
this
Yep,
LP,
I
but
figured
I'm
it was
always
only a matter of time until
probably
we had the
already
whole
halfway
come
there.
back to the order discussion. Well, I guess there's no avoiding it now, so let's get it over with.
I know you have issues with the Order, but you are a Jedi, Jolie. You command the Force. Without the guidance of the Council, how can you avoid falling to the dark side?
Well, I've managed to avoid it the last 20 years or so. Besides, light side, dark side, they don't mean the same to me as they do to you. I don't see in absolutes.
So, you don't have a problem with Malak and Sith?
I want to stop Malak as much as anyone. But I don't have to join the Order to do it. Look at Karth, or Canderous. They're with us in this quest, but they aren't Jedi. The capacity for good or evil, like the Force itself, is in all living creatures. And belonging to the Jedi Order, or the Sith, or any group, won't change what you are at your core.
I see you were quite adamant. No doubt you've had ample time to think on this during your long seclusion. I guess it was foolish of me to think I could sway your position so easily.
It sure
Yeah,
was.
I'm old and stubborn. But I appreciate the effort. But from now on, you can just think of me as any other non-Jedi in our little group. With a lightsaber. And Force powers.
Okay, I'll do that. I believe that's to the spaceport. I believe the murder was over here. And by the way, I really love quests like this. Most of the time they're not difficult. They're just fun. Well, let's talk to
You were the
Ignis.
one defending Sunri now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
Yes, tell me what you saw the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunri comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunri running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Could it have gone off after he
No,
left?
I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
You will testify Sunri left before the shot.
I'll tell the court Sunri left before the shot went off.
I guess this is what they call working the system. Not that I'm objecting. I just hope the Selkath don't find out about it.
Now,
I don't
was there
care if
anything
they
else you
find
wanted?
out. So, what do you know about Sunri and
Ilasa
Ilasa?
used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunri would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
Okay, and who are the witnesses in the
There were
hotel?
only two other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
No.
Well, okay.
It's fine. But how can the Selkath find out I force persuaded him? There's some force mind control detection system.
You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
Yeah, what do you know about Sunri and Ilasa?
Sunri, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Ilasa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually.
So, you mean Sunri was having a relationship with
I'm
Ilasa?
not saying anything like that. What they did in that room in private is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Sith Master?
Well, Ilasa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't
He's
see anything.
suspicious. You know you want to tell me.
I think I could trust you. Heck, I don't even know why I shouldn't tell you. Well, one time, I saw Ilasa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Ilasa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest.
So, she was a Dark
Seems
Jedi.
so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify it to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
Wonder what's in here. A med pack. Wow. It's really worth it.
Yes?
Yes?
Glupor. Name sounds familiar. Yeah, I have a question about the murder of Ilasa. Yeah, so speak. Why were you at the hotel? Glupor not very rich. Glupor save for weeks and have enough to stay over a few days. So, what did you see? I've seen a murder. Sunri running away from the scene of the crime. So nothing else, especially not in the Sith lady's room. Yeah, what about Ilasa's room? So, you want to tell me who paid you and for what? Sith paid him money to plant metal on Buddy. Glupor want to tell this because you're Glupor's friend. Yes, I'm Glupor's friend. Yeah, I'm not going to give you money. Do you know about the star map? No. Well, I guess I'm going to try to talk to this guy some more.
You again. I was in my room, minding, being still alive, and you can't tell me that's... Yeah?
Okay, so it's basically the same story.
I'm here.
What?
Yes, I knew you were there. We're in the way.
You're the one defending... Well...
Let's, Hey, who's this?
You, Jedi. I hear you are investigating the Sunri murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
And why are you telling me this?
Let us just say that I'm an interested party, and that I have concerns. This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. The Sunri and Ilasa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
You're talking crazy talk.
I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
And why should I believe you?
Anyone else to trust? Not Sunry, not the witnesses, and certainly not the judges. And if you take my advice, what have you to lose? Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Yes, possibly. Isn't this the Republic base?
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base. This is our main. We have.
Yeah, I have
the encryption.
passcode.
Almost just I ruined it since rope.
See if I can find something in here. Okay, I am going to quick save first, just in case everyone gets mad at me for slicing into the computer. Downloading Sunry Incident Archive. Computer screen switches to a fisheye view. Some sort of small surveillance device on the wall. A beautiful young woman enters the room, followed by a much older man. As she walks further into the room, he softly goes to the door, pulls the blaster and shoots her in the back. This must be some sort of secret recording of Sunry murdering Elassa. Well. But of course I still need to talk some more to Sunry. And how he is going to explain all this. And then I guess I'll go to the Sith base. Okay, who am I waiting for? Both of you. But I'll go into Sith base with HK and Laura.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Was Sunry having an affair?
Don't insult us both. Sunry...
Now, Elora. We're not here to pass judgment, my dear. We do need to know everything if we're here to help, yes?
Yes. Yes, he was having an affair. He was seeing that Sith woman. After all these years we've been together, he just dropped me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels like. He started seeing Elassa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe
Well,
the
he
Sith
sure
woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself. But even
sure
though
ended
he
it.
cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. Yeah. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood.
Well, he has killed many Sith before.
That was a long time ago, in a war far, far away. He's changed now, settled down. Oh, just please, prove his innocence.
Well, your husband might not be so
This
innocent.
is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a victim of a Sith frame-up.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk.
Blah blah
Find
blah.
the real evidence.
Well, I think I found some real evidence, and well, it's not really in Sunry's.
Jolie, coming to check in on an old man? I must confess, I would rather you were here to speak to the warden and... Soon, old friend. You don't want to go to... Oh, I grow weary of staring
Blah
at these
blah
four...
blah. Yeah, let's go over the
Well,
evidence.
I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Alasa there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to...
Yes,
It
we
was
know
going
that
well,
already.
Maybe the Sith, but let's look at the... Alasa was...
Yes,
I
we all
walked
know
further.
that.
Obviously, the Sith planted the crop. I hope you can see anything else I...
Okay, there's a few things we have to clear
Go
up.
ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
Were you and Ilasa having an affair?
No, what this must look like, yes. Yes, we were having an affair. I know it was wrong, but I'm a weak man. Alasa was beautiful and young. How was I to resist her charms? But I didn't kill her. I loved her. Please. I know I made a terrible mistake getting involved with Alasa, but I was going there to break it off with her. I did it, but found out later that she was dead. I don't deserve to go to jail just for having an affair, do I? You have to help me prove that I wasn't the killer.
Well,
Go ahead,
ask more. There was a Rhodian who planted evidence at the murder scene.
Rhodian? I didn't know there were any Rhodians on Manan. Oh, except for Tyvark and this one named Glupar who was hanging around
Yeah,
the
it was
hotel.
the Glupar.
Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rhodians on Manan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear sign of a frame-up. He probably took all the evidence of the real killer at the same time. The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? I suspect there's still stuff you want to clear up. Go ahead, ask. Ask.
Well... The judges said you left after the
How
shot
would
was
they
fired.
know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I know you're guilty, Sunry. I've got the Republic's data
So the
recording.
truth is that I never meant to kill her, you know. When I found out she was a Sith spy using me to gain information, something inside me just snapped. She didn't know I had found out. So I waited until she fell asleep. And then I killed her. Simple, really. But once I realized what I'd done, I panicked. I contacted those spies from the Republic to help me. They found the illegal monitoring device that the Sith had planted in the room, altered its recording to hide my part in it, and cleared up the evidence. I figured that was the end of it.
But the Sith found out the truth, didn't
The
they?
Sith must have been spying on me and Alasa, trying to make sure she wasn't a double agent. They must have seen the Republic spies getting rid of all the evidence, so they planted their own evidence. Alasa must have stolen that hero's cross from me long ago and given it to her Sith masters like some kind of trophy. I just thought I'd misplaced it. But when the cross turned up on her body,